let me just collect my things here, Plank. No need for all of this anymore, I suppose, you know, with the fandom being over and everything. Wait a second! The fandom is still here? We're still alive? I thought Princess Twilight had destroyed everything. I thought ponies turned into humans, and now nobody cares about them. I thought we were going to quit the fandom and start making jokes about Gravity Falls. We had a whole story about Dipper catching rabies and Mabel eating too much sugar. I'll be honest, I haven't seen much Gravity Falls. We were just going to recycle all our old jokes and make Uncle Grunglestan be declared an enemy of the state by the People's Republic of China. Store up your smiles and fear of total rainbow-colored annihilation, Ponyville, because we're back! Rainbow Dash is still being haunted by King Jong-il. Applejack still hasn't answered allegations of enslaving diamond dogs and making them work in forced labor camps. And Princess Twilight still hasn't resolved the ongoing Scootaloo-enriched uranium problem. We've got this news and more, right, Plank? He says right. I'm Joe Stevens, and this is the Equestria Inquirer. Good evening, Ponyville. I'm sure you've all heard by now. Yes, the Equestrian Pope has resigned. You might have thought we would discuss how Scootaloo single-hoofedly accomplished winter wrap-up using a large horse-drawn collider, but we're still trying to figure out how exactly that happened, and who the hey this Higgs Bison character is, or what a bison has to do with black holes. Pope Burning Duck the 16th has resigned at his position as Pony Pope. The first question you might be thinking is, Equestria has a Pope? The second question you might be thinking is, am I a changeling me or the real me? The answer to both of those questions is yes. But don't look too much into it or you might get confused. Truly, very few ponies actually knew that there was a Pony Pope. Pope Burning Duck had a long and illustrious reign as Pope, instituting several reforms. Unreliable sources confirm that they are reformative and referential. I don't know. Hold on a second, I'm gonna look through my notes. I was busy working on my Gravity Falls Inquirer stories to prepare for this whole Pope thing. Tech Rat, however, has not been allowed out of his tech cage for weeks. It's not actually a tech cage. That's just what we call the crawl space LTT Moose locks him in when we need some research done. Here to tell us a brief history of Pony Popes and why Pope Burning Duck the 16th is resigning is Tech Rat with this week's Mares in a Minute.
Live from the EQI offices in Equestria, it's Mares in a Minute with Tech Rat Letterman. Tonight's guest, Cerberus. With musical guest, Nickelbuck. With Vinyl Scratch and the EQI Band. Fillies and Gentle Colts, Tech Rat Letterman!
Thank you very much. Thank you. Welcome to the show. Thank you. Thank you. Final Scratch, everybody, in the EQI Orchestra. Thank you. All right. So, y'all like popes? Y'all like popes? Well, it turns out that the cardinals of Roman Cantrelatism are currently searching for a brand new pony pope. Yes, this is true. They are currently searching for a brand new pope, and I'll tell you, every pony is just snoring with anticipation. Snoring. No, actually, everybody is very excited. Everyone is very excited, and they're a little bit concerned as well. They're a little bit concerned because, you know, Pope Burning Duck was a very popular pope, and everybody is concerned that they're not going to be able to find a pope quite as good as Burning Duck. You know, a pope who has his charm, his reverence, his tendency to be constantly on fire. Constantly on fire. You like that one, Vinyl? Yeah, I thought so. I thought so. So anyway, while we wait for them to pick this brand new pope, we can take this time to reflect on some of the popes who have come before. Some of the popes, like for example, the one pope who brought promised to those who followed him, the Pope who gave people something to look forward to. I believe his name was Pope Hope. Pope Hope. And then there was the other Pope who believed in cleanliness above all else. He was the one who would say that, you know, you should be clean not only mentally and spiritually, but physically as well. Physical cleanliness. And his name, I believe, was Pope Soap. And then there was the one Pope who they don't really like to talk about all that much. Yeah, he was the one who got fed up with his position and ran off with a cute little mare. And I believe his name was Pope Elope. We have a great show for you tonight. Final scratch in the EQI Orchestra, everybody. All right. So are you following this whole Pope thing, Vinyl? Yeah? Yeah, okay. Okay. You're not very talkative tonight, are you? Yeah, I can see that. So since we have this whole Pope thing going on, I thought that would be a good subject for tonight's Top 10 list. Here we are from the home office in Manhattan, Equestria. We have the top 10 worst pony popes. Yes, the top 10 worst pony popes. Here we go! Drum roll!
Number 10. Pope Acrophobius, who was so deathly afraid of heights he spent every balcony address clutching the railing and screaming. Number 9. Pope Gluttonous X, who was never seen in the Trotican without his holy feed bag. Number 8. Pope Narcissus the 27th, who insisted that everyone call him Pope Super Mega Awesome and started every sermon by parachuting from an exploding hot air balloon. Number 7. Pope Googly II, who had these really creepy eyes that just seemed to spin around in all directions and would totally gross you out if you stared at them for too long. Number 6. Pope Fred. No one likes to talk about Pope Fred. Number 5. Pope Fabulous the 14th, whose penchant for mink saddles and alligator skin horseshoes made him the target of animal rights organizations. Number 4. Pope Ridiculous the 35th, who was quickly rejected for being entirely too silly. Number 3. Pope Crabius, who absolutely refused to wear that Pope hat, claiming that it made him look like a dork. Number 2, Pope Creepius, who had a preference for dark hooded cloaks and would always talk in this deep, scary voice following every sentence with a quiet, raspy cackle. Also, I think his eyes glowed. And finally, number 1, Pope, who voluntarily left office after getting sick of all the yo dog and Popeception jokes.
All right, my first guest tonight. You may know him as the filthy flea mongrel who practically decimated Ponyville last year. You may also know him from the Guardian of the Gates of Tartarus. Yes, he's here tonight to give us his own interesting opinion on this whole Pope thing. Please welcome to the studio, Cerberus! Whoa, okay, yeah, don't step on that way. Oh, please don't breathe fire onto my crown. No, wait, no, don't poop there. Oh, jeez. Okay, all right, calm down. Calm down, I didn't mean to make you angry. Oh, look, I have a ball. See, you want to play the ball? Oh, good idea.
Pines is her last name, Plank, not her species. Your fanfiction is terrible. Thank you, Tech Rat, for enlightening us. With the resignation of Pope Burning Duck the 16th, and the knowledge that there is a Pony Pope, the search for the new Pony Pope of Equestria has begun. I guess that makes this sort of an election special of sorts. Roll the election special introduction!
Let's face it, folks. Popes are known for traveling to the poorest, dirtiest sections of Equestria to do stuff. they don't always have the time or water to wash their hair, which is why sometimes their hats need to be retired and replaced. Who better to do the latter than Ponyville's own Carousel Boutique? No pony, which is why that's who did it. And with this high-profile job, Rarity was finally able to afford airtime to advertise. She did not, however, write copy for me to read, so, Carousel Boutique makes clothes for popes and non-popes alike. Mostly dresses, so I've never actually been there, but I'm sure she'll make a suit for a gentleman. Gentle colt, I guess. Am I human?
I'm told that was a commercial, and that we have no Pony Pope of Equestria election special introduction. I have, however, put a Pope-like hat on Plank's head. Yes, it's made out of your Gravity Falls fanfiction. With Pope Burning Duck resign, ponies are lining up to become the next Pony Pope of Equestria. Rainbow Dash was the first to place her name as a potential pope. Of course, she immediately withdrew her nomination once she was told she could not bless ponies by sonic rain booming their faces. That's quite the opposite of blessing, actually, and popes haven't done curses since Pope Nega Pinkie Pie in the 12th century. TechRat told me that. Rarity also nominated herself to be pope, but only because she loved the white robes and fancy hat. Pinkie Pie also seeked nomination as Pony Pope, solely because she thought it would be the best thing ever if her name was changed to Pony Pope Pinkie Pie. This led to her singing a song about Pony Pope Pinkie Pie and the many puppies that would entail. And she quickly abandoned her desires to be Pope once she realized that if she became president of the Ponyville bottling plant for the Pony PepsiCo company, she'd be Ponyville President Pinkie Pie, and that's just too many P's to ignore, and actually kind of hard to say. Also, Barry jumped at the nomination for Pope on the promise of unlimited wine and crackers. There were some ponies who were nominated as Pope who did not seek the nomination. World-renowned for her piety and humility, thousands of nominations called for Fluttershy to be the next Pony Pope. Staunch conservatives wanted Applejack to be Pope, while many ponies wanted Twilight to be Pope, since she would be the most educated Pope. Her appointment to the position of Princess prevents her from accepting this office. The leading contender to the position of Pope is actually Discord. This is because Discord is the only being beside Burning Duck the 16th who can survive being set on fire for a sustained period of time. That and Princess Celestia needed a place to put the Draconicus where he couldn't do terribly much harm. And whenever Discord makes bowls, they're actually bowls, and they tell ponies to do stuff. Most of them say terrible things. With so many names up for the position of Pony Pope, the selection process is growing exceedingly more complicated. The way it works is a selected group of cardinals will assemble in the Sisters' Chapel and vote on who will be Pope. Why do the birds elect the Pope? Asked TechRat. I'm not going to make any sense of it at this point. As for lighting on fire, no clue. The birds assemble in what is known as a con. The original location of the con was Las Pegasus, but poor planning and over-evaluation of attendees led to the con returning to Canterlot. The events at this con are top secret. News is explicitly forbidden, and if any reporter is caught trying to record the voting proceedings, they are immediately set on fire. That's why we sent LTT Moose into the con for this week's horseshoes and hand grenades. LTT Moose, how is the con so far?
Too far. Okay. There we go. Hey, Joe. It's me, LTT Moose. By the way, you have no idea how hard it was to lift my goggles while holding myself up one-handed there. Yeah, I've been working out over the break. What have you been doing? Anyways, I'm here at the Enclave. They are not allowing people in under normal circumstances on threat of immolation. So I had to access the building via the roof. Yeah, that involved a lot of parkour on my part, which also, involved me getting shot out of a cannon and dodging missiles from a helicopter. Yeah, that all took place before I set up the camera, so you're gonna have to take my word on it. I wasn't concerned with the entertainment value of my own terrifying, experiences. Yeah, I was just busy staying alive. Anywho's, Luckily, my dangerous mission suit protected me. I even got my juice box. Yeah, you can't forget that. Put that right back in the tactical sock there. There we go. So yes. Anyways, I'm hanging out on the ceiling, and in order to avoid detection, also I can listen into the Cardinals as they convene regarding the new Pope. The mood here is grim, I'll tell you that. One group over there, they're discussing the financial crisis. The other group over there is talking about the declining congregation sizes. And most ponies nowadays, they only observe Hearthwarming Eve and Epic Egg Time, and those are just so commercialized, it's not even funny. And of course, there's the sex scandal. No, sec scandal, sec. You know, just give me a sec. Apparently, one of the Cardinals wanted to take a break, said he had a phone call, and that was like 30 minutes ago, and he just said, hey, just give me a sec, give me a sec. And when they found him, he was actually playing games on his phone. I'll tell you, that led to a lot of angry birds, let me tell you that much. Uh-oh. Oh no. Joe, they heard our banter. I'm gonna have to get out of here. Let me see if I can reposition myself to the rafters. Oh man, who would have thought that birds would have thought to look up?
Hey, what is he doing here?
Who cares? Let's set him on fire.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah, I always have the good ideas.
Thank you, LTT Moose. Rub some aloe on that, makes the burns heal right up. With the election of the Pony Pope drawing to a close, there is a lot of controversy surrounding both the position itself and those who might be the next Pope. Let's send Sweetie Belle out with a camera to see what Pony's thoughts are. What's that, Blake? Oh, right. Apparently Sweetie Belle was also nominated for Pony Pope, but her nomination was withdrawn after it was discovered that she cannot withstand being set on fire for more than 2 seconds. Big baby. So I'll send Mason Owl Cat with this week's chomping at the bit to seek out public opinion. Mason, what's the word on the street? How are ponies reacting to the selection of a new Pony Pope?
Thanks, Joe. Greetings, every pony. I am Mason Owl Cat, the pony on the street, looking to get the average pony's view on the events that are happening in Equestria. With the Pope of Equestria stepping down, this is sure to open up a lot of questions in every pony's mind. Oh look, it's Shining Armor. Let's see if he has anything to say about this happening and how it'll affect every pony in Equestria. Shining Armor, care to answer a few questions?
Sure, Mason. I have a bit of time before Katie gets back from shopping. What do you want to talk about?
You've heard about the Pope stepping down, I'm sure. What are your thoughts about this?
No, actually, I haven't. Katie and I are Crystal Gothic. We don't even have a Pope that I know of.
Well, that was a waste of time.
Say what?
Nothing important. Well, thank you for your time.
Sure, no problem.
Well, it seems like there's more than one religion in Equestria. Let's try to get one more pony to interview. Hi, Big Mac. Do you have some time to answer a few questions?
Yep.
Wonderful. So, Big Mac, have you heard about the current Pope stepping down?
Nope. This is the first time I've heard about it. I didn't even know we had a Pope.
Let me guess, you're not Roman Catholic either.
Yep, we're Southern Appleist.
Is there any pony around here that's Roman Catholic?
Yes, my brothers and sisters!
This might be interesting.
Celestia still loves her children! Celestia loves you! Celestia loves you! And Celestia loves you!
Excuse me, sir.
You make Celestia very nervous!
Can I ask you a few questions?
The fires are burning me! The fires are burning me! Ah!
Never mind. Well, back to you, Joe.
Thank you, Mason Owl Cat. Remember, when fleeing from a stampeding crowd of angry civilians, make Z-shaped patterns. Duck and weave, Mason, duck and weave. Wait, there's an update! I'm told that smoke is coming from the roof of the Sisters' Chapel. Here's Hackalot Spark with a report on this strange occurrence.
Thanks, Joe. Pope Burning Duck has left his post, but we're all wondering how they will tell us when the new Pope has been chosen by the main six. Well, I've managed to study past Pope resignation procedures and have found out how he will know. There just so happens to be a chimney in the building where the main six will be deciding the new Pope. There will be a puff of smoke from that building where the color of the smoke will indicate if they have chosen a new Pope or not. The red smoke indicates that they have not made a decision. Black smoke indicates that they have made a decision and King Sombra has been chosen. And we're all doomed. Outside said building, eager followers await the new Pope's smoke. Not to be confused with the old Pope's smoke that comes from the old Pope, because, you know, fire. Nonetheless, whatever happens, we know that the main six will put the right pony in charge. After all, they helped Twilight become a princess, and look how well of a job she's been doing. Right? Remember, Big Pony, Axe got your back. Back to you, Joe.
Thank you, Hackalot Spark. The white smoke has spoken! We have a new Pope, and the new pony Pope is Plank! Wait, what? I'm not calling it the Plankmobile!
So yeah, I like back-clicked a missile back to the helicopter and blew it up, and then like 50 ninjas jumped out and they tried to jump me. I flanked like 40 of them, but then they like kicked me, and then I just sort of like
What the?
Hey,
Dude, Gravity Falls is on. Are you done?
oh wow, you've got the suction cup boots, the anti-grav boots. Yeah, I couldn't afford those. I just got the action rope. You know, it's a little bit more tactical, but I prefer. Dude, no, don't start without me, okay?